Hi, my name is Nick.
And I'm Noah.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about how to be more disciplined.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I had the craziest morning today.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
So I woke up late, right? My alarm didn't even go off. Coffee spilled, my notebook fell on the floor, total chaos.
No way. That's like my life every Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, man, how am I supposed to stay disciplined with my English practice and my daily routine if my mornings start like this?
Wow, dude, I totally get you. It's hard to stick to habits when the day already feels messy.
Yeah, for real. So I tried this kind of tiny experiment, right? I said, okay, Nick, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes of focused English, no distractions.
5 minutes? That's it?
Yeah, crazy, huh? I thought it wouldn't even matter. But here's the thing. I actually felt better after that little session. My brain got into motion.
Totally. I had a moment like that last week. I was trying to read a book in English, but my phone kept buzzing. I was about to quit. Then I said, nope, 2 pages, just 2 pages.
Dude, that's exactly it. Tiny habits, tiny wins. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but over time, man, it builds up.
Wow, I never really thought about it that way.
And here's something fun. Let's try a quick pronunciation practice. We can repeat these words together. Discipline, routine, consistent, tiny habits.
Discipline, routine, consistent, tiny habits.
Yeah, exactly. Discipline, routine, consistent, tiny habits. Pretty cool, right? Just saying them out loud helps your brain remember them.
Totally. And if you're listening, repeat after us, even if you're alone. It's kind of like exercising your mouth and your brain at the same time.
So I kept going with my tiny habit, 5 minutes at a time. And then I noticed something crazy. My messy desk didn't feel so scary anymore. My notebook didn't look like a mountain of chaos.
No way. That's awesome. Did it really make a difference that fast?
Yeah, dude, it totally did. And it's not just about English, you know. I started thinking, if I can do 5 minutes of focused English, maybe I can handle other stuff too.
Exactly. It's like you train your brain to focus and suddenly life feels more chill.
And here's a surprising fact for you. Studies say that building habits in tiny increments is way more effective than trying to do everything perfectly at once.
For real? I always thought discipline meant big effort, like hours of work.
Nope. Tiny steps, little wins. That's the legit key.
So, what's the challenge here? Maybe try something tiny today. 5 minutes of English, 1 page of reading, or even just writing a short sentence.
Yeah, and imagine it like a mini adventure. You're the hero fighting the chaos of your morning.
Totally, dude. And hey, I know it sounds simple, but those tiny wins actually give you this cool momentum.
And momentum is kind of magical. Once you start, it's easier to keep going, like pushing a snowball. Small at first, then whoosh, it grows bigger and bigger.
Wow, I love that visual. Snowballing with discipline. That's going to stick with me.
So, just to recap a little, we're talking tiny habits for English and daily life, practicing pronunciation along the way, and noticing how small steps make a big difference.
Yeah, and if you're listening, you can already try it with us. Say those words again: discipline, routine, consistent, tiny habits.
Discipline, routine, consistent, tiny habits. Awesome, dude.
And that's kind of how we start the story today. Small wins, messy mornings, little experiments, and suddenly everything feels more possible.
Yeah, and the best part? You can start literally anywhere. Your desk, your couch, your kitchen. 5 minutes is all it takes to begin.
Totally. And I can't wait to tell you what happened next when we tried adding a few more tiny habits.
Yeah, so here's what I did next. I decided to add one more tiny habit right after my morning 5-minute English session.
Oh, yeah? What was it this time?
Well, I started writing just one sentence in English about my day. Nothing fancy, just one line. And dude, it felt weird at first, but it got my brain thinking in English.
I get you. It's like warming up your muscles before exercise, but for your brain.
Exactly. And here's a little trick I learned. If you make your habit super easy, you're more likely to do it. I called it the one-line rule. Just one line, 5 minutes, no excuses.
Wow, that's actually smart. It's kind of genius how small steps can build momentum.
Totally. And momentum is key, dude. I started noticing after a few days, my notebook was no longer scary. I was actually looking forward to opening it.
No way, that's awesome. And your English improved too?
Totally. And here's something fun we can try with our listeners. Quick micro quiz time. Repeat after me. Habit. Momentum. Tiny win. Experiment.
Habit, momentum, tiny win, experiment.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's do a mini check. Which word means a small victory that helps you keep going?
I think that's tiny win, right?
Bingo! And which one is your brain's push forward once you start something?
Momentum.
Perfect! You're getting it already. This is legit how we make learning fun and useful.
I love these mini challenges. Makes you actually think instead of just listening.
Yeah, and that's what makes tiny habits stick. You're not just going through the motions, you're paying attention, noticing progress. So here's another practical tip. Keep your habit visible. I put my notebook and pen right next to my coffee. Every time I see it, it's like a gentle reminder. Nick, 5 minutes. Just start.
Oh, I do that too. I put sticky notes on my mirror. Every morning I see read a sentence, write a sentence. Kind of like a tiny nudge from the universe.
Totally. And the cool part, these little nudges don't feel like pressure. They feel motivating. It's like giving yourself a high five every time you do something small.
For real, it's kind of magical how that works.
And here's a fun fact for you. People who focus on small, consistent habits are more likely to reach their long-term goals than people who try giant, perfect routines.
No way! I always thought big effort was the key.
Nah, it's tiny steps. You see results gradually, but they last longer. Totally legit. And speaking of results, I added one more thing, a short review at the end of the day. Just a sentence or two about what I did and how I felt.
That's clever. Reflection really helps you notice patterns.
Totally. And here's a mini micro quiz for our listeners. Which praise means to look back and see what worked?
Reflection?
Boom, you got it. And why is that useful?
Because it helps you keep improving and stick with your habits.
Totally, dude. You're catching on fast. And here's where it gets cinematic. Imagine your day as a movie. Each tiny habit is a little scene. Morning English, one line written, a short reflection. At first, the movie feels slow, but after a week, you realize the story is epic.
Wow, I love that visual. Makes discipline feel kind of fun instead of boring.
And that's exactly what we want for our listeners. Discipline isn't punishment. It's like creating small wins, celebrating them, noticing your growth. Even messy mornings can turn into victories.
Yeah, and if you keep stacking these tiny wins, it's like building your own success snowball.
So here's a little challenge for everyone listening. Try adding one tiny habit tomorrow, just one. Maybe write a sentence, practice a word, or repeat a phrase aloud.
Yeah, and see how it feels at the end of the day. You might be surprised.
And for pronunciation practice, let's do one more round. Habit. Momentum. Tiny win. Experiment.
Perfect. And listeners, repeat after us too. It's simple, but it trains your brain and your mouth at the same time.
And that's pretty much how we leveled up our mornings. Small steps, tiny habits, mini wins, reflection, it's all part of the story we're living.
Totally. And it's amazing how little things can feel so big when you do them consistently.
Yeah, so let's dive into that role play, dude. Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop trying to speak English with a friend, but your brain is kind of tired from the day.
Oh, I've been there. My words just scramble sometimes.
Totally, man. So here's the trick. We use our tiny habits. You just start small. I'll show you. Hey, Noah, can I get a latte?
Yeah, sure, Nick. How's your day going?
Pretty good, actually. I just did my 5-minute English routine and wrote one sentence about my morning. Feeling proud of myself.
Wow, that's awesome. I love how you're stacking tiny wins.
Yeah, see, that's role play in action. Little habits give you confidence to talk naturally. Now, listeners, you try. Repeat after me. I just finished my English habit. It felt great.
And if you want, change it a little for your day. I practiced a tiny habit and learned something new.
Exactly. And don't worry if it feels weird at first. Role play is just rehearsal for real life.
Totally. And here's a fun mini challenge. Try saying that sentence while imagining your favorite cafe, maybe with music or people around. It makes the scene more real.
Yeah, like cinematic training for your brain. You picture it, say it, feel it, boom, confidence boost.
And you can even add gestures, nod, smile, like you're really talking to someone.
Yep, and remember, little wins matter here too. You said one line, that's one win. You repeated a sentence aloud, another win.
For real, and the cool thing is, you can role play anywhere. Bus, kitchen, bedroom, doesn't matter.
Let's add a quick retention hook here. Imagine trying this in a real cafe tomorrow. What could go wrong? Maybe your order is tricky, maybe you forget a word. But hey, that's part of learning.
No way, that makes it fun instead of scary. Totally removes pressure.
Yeah, and for our listeners, micro challenge. Pick one tiny habit today, then act it out in a short role play just like we did. Even a minute counts.
Exactly. And remember, every tiny win stacks. Confidence grows slowly but surely, like snow piling on a hill.
And that's the power of combining tiny habits with role play. You start small, feel success, then gradually take it to bigger conversations.
Totally. And when you do it consistently, those little things really feel huge.
And that's where the magic happens, dude.
Yeah, and looking back, it's kind of amazing how all those tiny habits added up. Even just 5 minutes here, one sentence there, it really makes a difference.
Totally. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for a perfect day. You start now, wherever you are.
Exactly. So let's recap for our listeners. We began with a messy morning, right? Alarm didn't go off, coffee spilled, chaos everywhere. But we tried tiny habits, 5 minutes of English, writing one sentence, reflecting at the end of the day.
Yeah, and adding tiny wins like role play exercises helped us practice real conversations without feeling overwhelmed.
And here's a fun part, micro challenges. Try saying the sentences aloud. Picture yourself in a cafe. Add gestures. It's small, but it builds confidence naturally.
Totally, dude. And the cool thing is, it works for any habit, not just English. Cleaning your desk, planning your day, exercising, same idea.
Now, for our listeners, here's your task today. Pick one tiny habit you can do in 5 minutes. Then role play it aloud, just like we did. Don't worry if it's messy. Tiny wins count.
And remember, consistency matters more than perfection. 5 minutes today, 5 tomorrow. Eventually, you'll look back and realize you've done more than you thought possible.
Totally. And for our motivational hook, every small step is like planting a seed. You water it daily, and eventually it grows into something big and strong. You're literally building your own success story.
Yeah. And listeners, if you liked this episode, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and tell us about your tiny habit. We want to hear what you're trying and how it feels.
And don't stop here. Check out our other video on building morning routines, another way to practice tiny habits and level up your English.
Remember, discipline isn't scary or huge. It's just small steps stacked consistently. That's the real magic.
And that's it, dudes. Keep practicing, celebrate your tiny wins, and watch how they snowball into big success.
Yeah, and until next time, keep your English flowing and your habits tiny but mighty.